Basement Bookers Podcast.
What's up? It's your boys, the Basement Bookers Podcast, moving the hands around. Basement chair champion of the basement, because at the last premium live event, I guessed better than the other guy. Who picks the Kabuki Warriors over Jade, Cargill, Bianca Belair? That guy right there is the rizzest, baldest man. And together, Basement Bookers Podcast, professional wrestling podcast, is basically just a hangout. We hang out, we bullshit about wrestling, whatever we remember. And yeah, pretty much it. Wouldn't you say?
That's right, bro. We're going to sit around. We're going to bullshit. We got the king of the ring and queen of the ring because we don't live in the past with bad decisions. Acknowledged, of course. We got king, queen of the ring. We have maybe some bloodline stuff. Maybe we'll talk about what the announcers talked about, the QR codes, which we all know what it is, but
What
whatever.
does it mean?
Right. Just Graves is saying it without saying it. I'd rather you just not say it.
It's actually kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, we don't know exactly. No, of course you fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
You know fucking everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you brought this up. I know this is like it happens on SmackDown. Does it happen on Raw as well? Because you did say.
I think it does.
Okay, so gonna get a lot of heat for this because a lot of people love this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be too old.
Oh.
Like I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's because I'm concerned because I want to be careful because Bray Wyatt is no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
And it's known, if you just go back and watch, that it's like I'm also bipolar in the show as opposed to real life also. But in the show, where it's like sometimes I'll be like, this is fucking great. And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid. You know?
Mhm.
Rest in peace to homie Bray Wyatt.
Mhm.
All love, no hate. It's just like it wasn't the glow in the dark wasn't reaching me. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And I'm still sad that he's gone. But like it's just it's more on the angle. It's like I don't get the supernatural stuff. You know, like
Mhm.
Undertaker, the GOAT, you know, I'll put the Fiend in there, but this is like not, and when I say Fiend, it's like before he was set on fire, you
Right.
know, before it was ruined
Mm-hmm.
by an old man who doesn't understand, is my assumption. And that's why, like, we haven't really discussed all that much, the QR codes,
Mm-hmm.
but recently, was a Twitch takeover of the WWE Twitch stream.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to share all of it because I don't have it. And also, it's an hour. It's now almost an hour. It's 53 minutes.
They showed like 3 seconds of it on SmackDown.
Because that's the only part you need.
I legit thought that was all it was.
So no, it's actually the beginning of it. I'll play a little bit in the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
On Twitch. I mean Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and I'm gonna have to do that for you guys just because it's an audio medium, video also, and we could show you big. So the beginning starts with Kane. I don't know if you can hear that, like in slow motion. Oh, Kane, I don't understand that. I don't know how long it goes on with that though. And then it stops here. And it's like this for a long time. So I'm going to try to see if I can scan it just in case. But wait, something happened here. Like a little, you see that? What's that, right? It's like a moon.
That was the eclipse.
Oh, okay. So that's the eclipse. Just going to scroll through here till we get to something weird. Okay, what's that? Oh, damn you. Don't do this right now. We're doing a show. We're professional
Damn it, Bruce Buffer, stop buffering.
podcast journalists. Okay, so obviously this is the government, and they don't want us to know. So you could check that out. So this is important, I think, because this is when there's actually somebody in the video. You probably saw this on SmackDown, y'all. Rich has mentioned. It's like, is that a dead buzzard?
That certainly could be.
Let me see if I can. Okay, that looks like a
Dead
cow.
cow.
Okay, that's not a cow. That's a lady. That looks like it might be a buzzard.
Some kind of bird.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it's a
buzzard.
buzzard.
Okay. That's some kind of, I don't know if it's like a bird skull or a buzzard skull. It's just all buzzards. Then we got these little stick figurines. Like I was trying to say before, it's like I don't want all of this to amount to nothing.
Right.
Like not nothing, but like, oh, okay. Like that's it. I just want to know.
Like we ultimately want to know. I'm gonna speak for you a little bit here. Tell me if I'm wrong. We ultimately want to know. Okay, that this stuff, these little stick figures and everything, and the dead buzzard, the buzzard drawing, and everything is great. And then like introduce probably either Uncle Howdy or Alexa Bliss or both. But why this? What significance do these stick figures have? We want to know why, not just it's thrown in there because.
They look familiar, like maybe I've seen them somewhere before, but I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things, like we've all seen stick figures before. Gonna see if she says.
What did she say?
I don't know. And I can't make it any louder. Let me see something. What if I raise my volume?
Does it have the CC?
Let's see.
Nope.
Nope. Unfortunately. We go back.
Who's them?
Who's that?
Or either who's them or who's that?
She said, who's that?
Okay. Who that?
Wait a
So
second.
there's a face.
Yeah, I thought I saw a face.
I
That
didn't
looks
see
like
that.
a portal. Well, different color that Bray would walk through the door thing.
It looks like someone's walking through it. You
Yeah,
understand?
there was something here. Looks like a place.
That looks like it could be
The
like
House of Horrors.
yeah.
Who are these people? Local woman reported missing. Wendy Lucho.
Lucho.
Local authorities are asking the public to that was a woman that was reported missing over the
Help
weekend.
help locate a woman that was reported missing over the weekend. Blank.
31.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's her name. I don't know why they redacted it. That doesn't make any sense. Was last seen at her residence, I can't. That's
At
too
her
short.
home.
Okay, which also,
Acted as her office where
yeah,
she
she's
would
the therapist lady.
where she would
Um,
often see patients. While while no official details have been released, friends and family describe her as a loving and caring individual with no known enemies.
where it says news, they might want to fix where that's cut off there. Looks like a check.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck? Anyway, so do you remember the therapy things that they had?
I do.
And Bray the Fiend was in one of them, and that's the lady.
It also says strange something discovered at her residence.
I wonder if it's this stuff, the drawings.
Mhm.
All right, let's. Oh, look at them going closer. We were trying to read all far out like idiots.
We thought it was just like a screenshot.
Yeah.
311 at the top.
There's the face.
Hmm.
Like a face. Looks like a body
Mm-hmm.
here. Is there like a... There we go. We can slow it down. See how 0.75 does it. All right, I'm gonna slow it down a little bit more. 0.5. Spooky.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ends. That's the beginning. Oh, we could just watch this slow motion because we're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
There it is in slow motion. Do you want to meet them?
Mm.
So the key is slow mo, everybody. I had to pause just in case because I don't know if this is on YouTube or not, but I picked
Mm-hmm.
it up from X. By the way, this acting is perfect for wrestling.
Hmm.
That's a face. There we go. That's a baby.
Okay.
That's definitely a baby.
Well, we know Alexa Bliss had a baby.
Oh, that's right. She did. Let me see if I. Damn it. I don't want to go all the way back. I just wanted to see something because there was something else there that I think I missed. 'Cause
The mirror, when they do the effect, looks like a skull.
yeah. I don't know. I wonder. Yeah, that's definitely intention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, these are the buzzard and the little stick figure man. Here's a close up of
The
maybe
buzzard,
Scott.
the buzzard in the center, followed by the stick figures, reminds me of Bray Wyatt. The original promos, the original vignettes, where he'd be in the forest talking to his following before the Wyatt family really like debuted on TV.
Yeah, there's intention here. There's the okay, so that's the baby. We
Mm-hmm.
don't Alexa Bliss had a baby. I don't think that's that exact baby. This is a blurry screen there. There's a baby again. Still on the baby. Oh, there's a guy standing
Hmm.
in front of a looks to be a orifice or a cave. And it
Mhm.
looks like one guy there. I don't know what else to interpret from that.
It's a barren landscape. It's essentially the middle of nothingness.
Hmm. And then that you saw the little. You will understand. We saw that. But like the and there you go. There's a
That's very Sister Abigailish.
yep. That looked like yeah. We already talked that. That looked like the House of Horrors.
Yeah.
God, this the we're just milking the teat.
Who are these people? Oh, it's a
What?
Seinfeld reference. Jerry Seinfeld's going to debut.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's let's see if there's any more because we already know about that. There's that thing. There's the face.
Hmm.
I wonder if that's Uncle Howdy, I think. The face. Maybe they made like a different mask, but obviously it is, but like I think I was wondering like mask wise.
Hmm.
Um so yeah. Also I had a question about This is hilarious. So this I saw. Obviously, this is Sigmund CG whatever, and this is immediately what I thought of. This is our boy over here, Tamatanga. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. Sorry, guys. I had the wrong footage.
Mm,
This one's funny from WrestleMania.com,
mhm,
weekend and weekday.
mhm.
Yeah.
I like.
What else did I have? Oh, this was funny. Look. Again? That's that Tom and Jerry scream.
That's great.
Let's see if I had anything else saved. Oh, this one I showed. I didn't show you, but look at this shit. Why?
That's not wrestling.
Why?
It's like
Oh
they
yeah,
made a raft out of light tubes.
yeah. So yeah, that concludes the X Browse. So I share that with y'all. Okay, so Rich, let's go. We're gonna do talk. Let's talk about the first wrestling item of the week, and that is, of course, Monday Night Raw. So, Rich the Riz, Monday Night
Mhm.
Raw. Your thoughts and your feelings on that particular episode, what you liked, what you didn't like, basically what you can remember from watching it yesterday.
Right. Right. Remembering is the key. So it looks like Carlito is starting to win over Damian Priest a little bit.
I can't see how. Like, he kicked him out a little. He wanted him to leave,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of friction going on within the Judgment Day. We didn't even get an answer from Dom when Priest asked if him and Rhea are okay.
Yep, it's
Which,
crazy how backstabbing Puerto Ricans don't like trust other backstabbing Puerto Ricans. It's kind of weird that Damian
mm,
Priest would be like that. Like, well,
right.
we don't stab each other in the back.
Right? For
Like,
real. So I mean, I'm very interested to see where this is going to go. Honestly, I'm a little more interested in, I should say, there's a little bit more mystery for me in the Judgment Day storyline and where they're going to go, as opposed to, believe it or not, the Bloodline storyline and
right.
where they're going.
SmackDown
Okay,
stuff. Yeah.
right.
Well, because it
Um,
feels like Judgment Day is headed towards the end, I think. It feels like it's the tail end of the journey.
hmm it
And
does.
I have a feeling that after what Damian Priest said to Drew on Monday
Hmm.
is going to come back to haunt him because he was telling Drew, if y'all remember, that he should really look in the mirror and all this blame that he's putting, he should really put it on himself because no one, you could have left with your wife, but you had to be, he said it in Spanish,
Hmm.
you had to be a piece of shit and go up to Punk.
Hmm.
And it's kind of brilliant because Priest was like, you know, I was trying to cash in on, I said, I was trying to cash in on Seth and
Hmm.
we could have had a WrestleMania match, but you kept interrupting my cash ins.
Hmm.
And now you are where you are
Yeah.
because he said he wanted to cash in on Seth.
Hmm.
So you
Yeah.
can't really fault him for that.
Right. Facts. Drew McIntyre was champion for only was it 5 minutes 34 seconds because of his own actions before his cash in, but I mean before his match and after.
His obsession,
Hmm.
his obsession with
The man named Phil.
CM Punk. Yeah, he's obsessed with that guy. Um, mm,
You got to keep your eye on the prize. You're at the top. The only way to stay at the top is to keep your focus. Keep focus on the championship Focus on the task at hand. You win the championship, you go, you do your pose, you point at the sign, you do the thing, you bounce, you go to the next town. You don't stick around dilly dally with the money in the bank contract on the table and mess with CM Punk.
It was the heat of the moment, as they would say.
Right.
And he left Drew stunned. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if somehow Damian Priest loses the belt at Clash at the Castle.
Mm.
And it's like, part of me's like, I don't know if they're going to do like a title change overseas like that, but why not? And,
Mhm.
home turf for Drew.
Home turf for Drew. He is a heel now. It would have a different effect. He's probably still going to be the hometown favorite there unless he comes out and craps on the crowd, which he might.
I don't
And
think he will because he's home.
and even if he does, he might they might still cheer him anyway.
It'll be a Rhea Ripley situation. That's all it is. Because remember, Rhea
Mhm.
Ripley's the heel, and that there she was basically the face.
In my
But then
mind,
again, it was a Nia Jax, so I don't know.
right. Like Rhea's last couple months before getting injured, I felt like she was only a heel due to her association with the Judgment Day. She was getting the crowd reaction and she wasn't really doing anything particularly heelish. She wasn't
I
doing anything face like, but she wasn't doing anything particularly heelish. She
It's
was sort
hard.
of just
Yeah.
she went through the door and she just stayed there.
Well, it's hard to do heelish stuff when like she didn't really wrestle a lot. Like what she did heelish was interfering in Judgment Day matches and helping them. But
Right.
she really didn't wrestle as many matches as people think she did.
Hmm.
At least not on TV.
Hmm.
You
Well,
know,
I wonder if maybe the years are catching up and she wants to like take a break and they're like, okay, well, we'll keep you on the road, but you just won't have matches. You'll support Judgment Day.
I don't think that's how that works. But okay, that's wishful thinking.
You never know.
Like, we really wish we all had that deal.
It's a
As they
it's a
say,
it's a new era.
she's not Roman Reigns. Okay, she doesn't get to do that. Um,
Mm, she's not, but
well,
she's
right.
Rhea Ripley.
Right now, she's just Rhea Ripley. The
Hmm.
bloodies out because she's got no championship. We'll see her back once everything's been taken from her.
Hmm.
And yeah, it looks to be like Liv Morgan has a title opportunity
Hmm.
against Becky Lynch.
The man.
Is this at Clash at the Castle? Or is
Good
this just going to
question.
be like a Monday Night Raw or a King and Queen of the Ring? Did I skip like right over that?
It's King Queen of the Ring.
Okay, so I don't know, dude. Liv Morgan is and infinity against Becky Lynch.
Mm,
Um, and like I said, I'll stick to my guns. I know the live hards are out there. You're out there living hard. Stay living hard.
hmm.
Uh, but I just don't believe her. I just don't like this tough gal act ain't working for me. Everyone on that roster can wipe the floor with her, with the exception of maybe Maxine, and that's pretty much it to me. And look, it's just an opinion, and it's okay. It's okay to have those, even if they're wrong to you.
Hmm. Yeah, the tough guy thing isn't I don't think is the best way to book her. We discussed it the last time she came back from injury when she was doing the sort of crazy thing and she was like the extreme stuff that she was doing going through the ladder and everything and liking it. I was like
I wonder if that led to her being injured. Like,
probably,
oh man.
but it doesn't feel natural. It has to feel for instance, right? Like on the other side of the coin is someone a character who I've criticized on this podcast for kind of being the opposite, right? Willow Nightingale. She skips to the ring. She always got this big smile on her face and focus on your match. Okay. Willow has a more believable size to be believed as tough than Liv Morgan. I want to see her come out tough, and she doesn't come across like that.
Well, I think Willow Nightingale will wipe the floor
Liv
with
Morgan.
Liv Morgan for sure. That's just my opinion. I'm just
Mhm.
putting them side by side comparison,
Mhm.
all things being equal. And I don't mind Willow Nightingale. Like I think she's good, and I
Mhm.
think in the proper environment could really excel.
Right.
Is where I am on that. But that is somewhere else. We're still on Monday Night Raw, Rich Riz, but it did have a point. It's still correlated to Monday Night Raw.
Mhm.
But my point about the whole thing is like with this whole him saying Drew should look in the mirror, I feel like it's a perfect little bullet in the chamber
Mhm.
for later if Damian Priest loses. And
Mhm.
all he has to do is look in the mirror because he decided he didn't want anybody's help
Yeah.
and how he treats JD.
Mhm.
And I mean, I don't know about Finn, but I guess we'll see. I really do see that as being a match. Finn Balor versus Priest is gonna definitely, it should happen one of these days, but I
And did
guess
you
we'll see.
and did you see JD McDonough come up to Braun Strowman this week?
He's
Like
crazy.
that's a whole thing. And Braun had like all those rings on. He could like did JD McDonough not get enough of rings with Logan Paul?
No, I think they're encouraging this behavior so they can like because he's a good guy to put welts on because his head is so big.
It's a
It's
big
like
target.
having a canvas
Yeah.
of which to do your art,
Mhm.
and the art is fighting, and they want all that stuff. It's like, listen, I need you guys to go stiff with JD.
Mhm.
He's cool with it. He's all right with it. He's fine. He told me. There's no evidence. We don't know each other, but he told me
Mhm.
that he likes that. So if you're a wrestler and you're in there with them, get all up in there, get all snug. It doesn't like his head. I think it's like immune to damage. Like
Maybe
he
a little
could,
bit.
you know what I mean? Like it doesn't hurt him that much. I bet this guy has zero concussions. And he's an incredible blockhead. Now, moving along from the incredible blockhead,
Mhm.
Gable said, no dancing. I
Mhm.
need serious Otis. I need serious Tozawa.
Stop the damn dancing.
And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people. Damn. Don't playing around here.
In a dick move. First, it was
Mhm.
supposed to be Otis versus Wide Bronson Reed.
Mhm.
And then I wonder if it was supposed to be Sami Zayn versus Akira Tozawa then.
Likely. That makes sense.
Then apparently Chad Gable can just make the matches.
Mhm.
And he made it so he wants Otis
Mhm.
to work on Sammy.
Mhm.
There's a quote from Pat McAfee.
Mhm.
He wanted to see Otis's worm. And if he doesn't see it, it's on Chad Gable's ass. So, the,
Quotes, folks.
the fact that Michael Cole kept a straight face
Mhm.
and didn't break down, I think he's getting like an immunity to shenanigans.
Mhm. Must be.
Um, yes. So those went as you thought they would go.
Mhm.
And look, here we are. Kofert Kingston, not. Surprisingly, I know it's a shock to a lot of
Mhm.
people that had Kofi Kingston at the next King of the Ring on their bingo card.
Mhm.
I was shocked that not so much, but that Ilya Dragunov didn't make it past Jimmy J.
I know.
Now this will,
If
yeah,
so, considering Jay was a replacement for Drew, right? I feel like they don't want to put Ilya over Jay yet. If it was Drew, I think Ilya would have gone on.
Now I'm wondering if the intention was ever for Drew to be in the King of the Ring, or if this is storyline, because who knows how long they knew he was injured
Hmm.
and probably set it up anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like we don't know that the injury is even real, and if it is, we don't know the severity of it. It could be one of those things where they'll just like, all right, you're not in the King of the Ring because you're injured, but you're going to be on TV every week because you're really not injured.
Think about it. First, Jay
Hmm.
replaces Drew. He gets
Yep.
Drew's spot against Priest.
Hmm.
And this
Which
is
works for Drew's
all
storyline.
exactly because Drew hates Jay. So
Yep.
this all that keeps that going forever now.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that was always going to happen. I don't know. I think there was something to when Gunter saw Ilya. I think something's there. Like
Hmm.
you don't have them just not everybody's like us and know the UK match stuff and like how they tore it down, even you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they might not know the Mad Dragon like we know the Mad Dragon.
They could. So this could free up Ilya versus Gunter at SummerSlam.
Could do that. It could do that. We're
Because
gonna
I wouldn't do that on a non-big four, at least not with without the proper build.
yeah, it has to build. Does Gunter become King of the Ring?
Yes,
Now,
that's my answer.
all right. Now here's what my thing is like
Hmm.
judging by the brackets, and this kind of cuts into our SmackDown discussion,
Hmm.
but it looks to me like they're lining up Tama Tonga versus Jay in the finals.
Hmm.
Because I don't see it as being like Randy Orton versus Gunter.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if you look at the brackets, which you have,
Right in front
like
of me.
where can this possibly go? And I'm not interested in Bloodline King of the Ring. I'm really not because what King Tamatonga, King main event Jay Uso. You know what I mean?
King Tamatanga would be following his dad's legacy from King Haku,
That's true.
but I don't think that's the direction they're going. I I think they really want Gunter to have as few losses as possible. Gunter's not going to lose. I think Gunter's not going to lose to Jay, and then he's not going to lose to Randy.
Now the rumor, if you remember before, like when Jay fought Gunter for the IC title,
Hmm.
that Jay was going to beat him there.
Mm.
So I don't think it's impossible for Jay to beat Gunter. I
Hmm.
would like him not to lose
Right.
because if you see the Kofi Kingston match, he beat him with a Boston Crab. Like I wonder, like what the conversations are with this guy. He's like, "All right, what's the finish? What if I beat you with a Boston Crab?"
He's
They're
used
like,
the Boston
"Okay."
Crab. He's used the Boston Crab to try to win before, and I think he has won a few other matches with
No,
it.
he has. He's
Hmm.
won it before, but my thing is he can make anything into a finisher.
Right.
I think that's the point of him.
Yeah. If you remember that Al
You
Snow
don't
video,
know how you're gonna lose.
right? That's a great point. But also, if you remember that Al Snow video, or he's talking to a bunch of recruits about how to put together a match simply based on what your finish is, you're always working towards it. If your finisher is a Boston Crab, you attack the leg, you attack the lower back, attack the leg, you attack the lower back. Why bother going for an armbar?
Yeah,
Unless you're going to transition to something for the leg, something for the lower back. You always try to get your finish.
that's right. And when it's anything, you can just wrestle the match you want to wrestle.
Right.
I think the point of that is that Kofi Kingston's a high flyer.
Mm-hmm.
So to keep him grounded, you
Mm-hmm.
do that. You go to what you need to do.
Yep.
I'm assuming that if it was like a big man, like like the legs is good for everyone,
Yeah.
really.
Mm-hmm.
So, and maybe I don't know, depends like what he wants to do. If he wants to use power, he could use power.
Yeah. A pure grappler, you can go for an arm, but the legs would work as well.
Yeah. Um That is true. And you need to work the body part.
That's right.
Psychologically.
Right.
Um,
So back to these brackets here. What I like, you and I have different ideas of what the finish is going to be. It shows this could go either way, right? If it's Tama versus Jay, it's going to be Jay. If it's Gunter versus Randy, it's going to be Gunter. That's my feeling. I mean, could it be Jay versus Randy? It could. Could it be Gunter versus Tama Tonga? Less likely.
Tama Tonga can
Honestly.
get disqualified,
True.
like Jade did when we talk about SmackDown.
Right.
Yeah, I got a lot of
Right.
questions about that one. So Raw. Was there anything else we missed from there aside from R-Truth asking if a certain word was he didn't even know if it was PG or not? A R-Truth classic when business lady was backstage there.
Kiana James.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that word. I hadn't heard that word before. I heard it. I saw the joke coming. Moved on with my day.
Okay, great. So speaking of moving on with our day,
SmackDown.
right. I guess you didn't watch NXT this week. You didn't get a chance.
No chance.
All right, that's cool. For the record, Trick Willie is not the father. If that's even a thing, because I felt like last week's episode was kind of like Maury. Because they had like the metaphor out there, and it's pretty interesting. That's the next feud there.
I did
Trick
see
Willie and Noam Dar.
I did see that spinning back elbow from Noam Dar. That was sweet and did remind me. I mean, it's the Judas effect,
Basically,
but also remind me of Andrade's fake the missed kick, spin into that back elbow, and you never see it coming, which I love.
yeah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it freaking hurts.
Mm-hmm.
So SmackDown was good. All right, SmackDown was good. It had good wrestling. I felt like that. Regardless how you feel about what happened with Jade Cargill, but Bianca Belair and Tiffany Stratton wrestled a fucking match, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I really didn't know who was gonna win. Like, I honestly didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
And they were really good at pretending to hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like there was something's there. Like, there's something there. They've been building to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd pay close attention to Bianca Belair's next match.
Yeah.
Because I think Tiffany Stratton.
Tiffany, eh? I think I think that's the new nickname.
Yeah, let's go. She's gonna she's gonna get involved in that or something.
Yeah. This is the Queen of the Ring is interesting. So what we have going into the semifinal round, next is going to be Io Sky and Lyra Valkyria on the Raw side, and Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair on the SmackDown side.
Unless there's shenanigans, I think Nia Jax might win the SmackDown bracket. I mean, Bianca Belair could win the SmackDown bracket.
She could. She's got a bum knee at the moment. Nia Jax.
That match is going to be noisy because she's got beef with Jade.
Mm-hmm.
And Bianca's friends with Jade. So both of them will probably get involved.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it doesn't end up with like Jade Cargill accidentally costing Bianca Belair and putting a little something on that tag team right there, because it's too good right now. Say hello to each other at the back.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey girl, all that stuff. We were all
what
friends
up? How
here.
how you doing after your match? Good win, but how you doing? How's that knee?
After I heard all that, I'm like, can you guys just fight? I'm not interested in this. I don't want this friendship bullshit here. Okay, fight. Let them fight. But be patient. Is what someone would say to me.
Yeah,
I'll do my best. I'll do my best. So Tama Tonga apparently can't beat LA Knight without a distraction from the bloodline. You know, he's out there beefing with Solo. LA hoping Solo gives him a little tap, and he doesn't. LA comes in and gets hit with Tama Tonga's finisher.
Yep.
It
It was a
felt like
flatliner.
it felt like a different kind of BFT. You know, it's like I don't know, it's like a reverse thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
But he caught him.
There are definitely parallels. It was interesting because obviously it's the first time we're seeing Tama Tonga hit a finish. Probably is the second match.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah.
Because the tag team match.
Right.
But yeah, numbers game, LA Knight.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen with him, where he's going to go next.
That is a good question. I like that the shows are a little unpredictable at the moment.
I had an idea.
Okay.
So, because Logan Paul, now remember, and now let me ask you a question. No pun intended. No relation to Damage Control Alt Delete. But do you think changing the stipulation with the lawyer kayfabe or whatever is trying to fix the mess that Cody maybe started by accident? Because he assumed it was winner takes all. No one said that.
Right.
And he said he would love to be a Grand Slam champion. And we were talking, it's like, well, it's obviously going to be disqualification. Who cares?
Yeah.
So maybe they took that out. So it's like, okay, maybe there's a chance Logan Paul could become the WWE champion.
I don't think they're giving it to
No,
Logan Paul.
right. He's not. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like,
but yeah, it could have been that like Cody off the doming, it got away from him a little bit. That it's now that it was that he sort of assumed that it was winner take all, and this is their way to backtrack. And I'm okay with it. But I mean, a lawyer would have a better fitting suit, I think.
lawyer would have a lot of better everything. Probably clients. But then again, he pays a lot of money to whatever. But
Are you threatening my piece of shit client?
yeah, my question is, who writes for Logan Paul? Or is he like, because he says, as if there's not video everywhere of him slobbing the knob of Cody Rhodes, asking him what he's done. Are you a fucking, you dumb fuck? He beat the unbeatable. He beat who left you laying in Saudi Arabia the last time you had a title match.
Selective memory.
The tribal chief. Selective memory of like one of the biggest things to happen in the business? What have you done? Oh,
it's
boy.
the easy heel move, bro. It's got you worked up.
I'm worked up. I can be worked up off of like facts, like not being lazy. I feel like that's lazy. Like, you want to come at Cody, you could come at Cody with some better shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is related, I guess, to Cody, but there was an interview with Brian Gewirtz on something. I don't remember what it was. And part of the reason they pivoted, and you can't really trust him because he works for The Rock.
Right.
And that Cody's reaction, he wasn't supposed to react the way he did. He was supposed to be like more excited and positive about it. But because of the way he looked in that promo, remember when he's like, you know, with The Rock, when he tried to be like, all right, The Rock's going to get you or whatever, he was supposed to be like, you're done. You're going to get yours. Rock's going to get you, you know, something like that. Paraphrasing. But instead we got what we got. And that kind of made things go the way they did. And which is, I was thinking, I was like, maybe that's why Roman, part of the reason Roman kept calling him a politician, you know, because that little slight like reaction, getting the people knowing that you didn't like that shit, You know what I mean? It's just those little things there
Hmm.
got him in back to where he needed to be with the gold.
It's very possible. They've been doing a good job of blurring lines lately, and also at the same time listening to the people and changing things based on what the fans want to an
Yeah.
extent.
And part of me is wondering if this bloodline thing that's happening right now
Hmm.
was supposed to be the result of The Rock beating Roman.
Mm,
You know, that what if the tribal chief they're referring to is Roman Reigns as The Rock, and
hmm.
it's not Solo or whoever, because they say by orders of the tribal chief
Yeah,
that
yeah. And Solo said he talks to the tribal chief all the time. Like,
mhm,
the only person I talk to all the time is me.
that's true.
So that's what I think they're doing. But yeah, it's definitely going to be like OG versus Wolfpack kind of thing. It's going to be
Basically,
Rock and Roman going to come back and with Heyman on their side, clean out Solo and Tama and Tonga.
oh shit, that's right. Yeah, Rock and Roman tag up.
Hmm. It'll probably be a tag match to take out um, Sons of Haku, which that really should just be their tag team name if they become a tag team.
Sons of Haku.
Sons of Haku. There are no 3 consecutive words tougher than Sons of Haku. But that aside, and then it'll be either Roman or Rock versus Solo. Probably Roman versus Solo, and then maybe they'll do a Rock turn.
You know, Solo getting a haircut and dressing up, I still don't. It's
Hmm.
still I don't believe you. And he's starting to talk more clear, so it's almost like he's evolving,
Yeah.
because he's got to like do business, as they say.
Meanwhile, Tama Tonga is doing his best Tasmanian Devil impression on SmackDown. Which was
Ah, it's
great.
Beavis, bro. It's Beavis. It's Beavis. We already saw the video. He
It's
needed some TP for his bunghole. He didn't
yeah.
know. So let's talk about the storm that it never came. It came.
Mhm.
So Nia Jax decided she wanted to bully
Mhm.
a small child. Nia Jax, welcome to the Fuck Them Kids Club.
Mm.
You're in there with the likes of Brock Lesnar.
Mhm.
You're in there with the likes of Gunter.
The original Gene Snitsky.
That's right. Some might say he is the biggest one because, like, he doesn't care if you're tall enough, to
Right.
walk. You could
No
just be
no
a
height
baby.
requirement. No height requirement to get on this ride.
Exactly. So yeah, Nia. I don't know because couldn't see the referee if the referee saw, but Nia Jax went with the chair first.
Yes.
But I think
Jade
she blocked.
failed at blocking.
Okay,
Like
so she
like
was supposed to block.
yeah, officially Jade blocked, but in reality she botched the block.
Yeah, got to protect the finish. I guess this is the
Yeah.
plan.
Yep.
Um, well, I guess that's the next thing. Depending on what happens, it's Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill.
It makes sense.
She
Have
did
Jade.
eliminate her from the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So obviously the beef goes back to that. And of course this as well. And now Jade is pissed. Jade might Jade might get involved next week in the semifinals of Queen of the Ring on SmackDown. Nia Jax versus Bianca Belair. See where that goes, and then eventually we'll get Nia versus Jade because it doesn't make sense to not do that.
I wonder if it's gonna be like last time, if it's gonna be a face for one and a heel for the other. Because Lena Vega, was injured, so
Yeah,
she doesn't even get to be in this one.
right.
I forgot who replaced her, but that doesn't matter because they didn't win.
That was
Um,
Maxine Dupree.
yeah, so there you go. That's right. Chad Gable mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how much
Eliminated
more
at a
that's
house
going to take.
show.
I mean, look, LA Knight advanced
Yeah.
on a house show.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I
nice to give the people something that counts towards continuity if you're at a house show.
Of all matches, not for nothing, not to go back to Raw and or Men's King of the Ring, but of all matches to have on a house show, Kofi versus Ray, I would have wanted to see that.
That's true.
And especially Kofi beating Ray. That doesn't sound like it's something that happens.
Well, look, here's the thing. Rey Mysterio is a Hall of Famer now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of that United States Championship when he got just to give it to Logan,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I think we know what he's doing right now. You know, it's helping out, you know, getting people over. Like nobody cares about LWO without Rey Mysterio. You know what
I
I
forgot
mean?
that was still a thing.
That is a thing. They got drafted to Raw,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Well,
Yeah.
someone let me know when they do something.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know. Like I wonder if like the Judgment Day dissolves and it's like Damian Priest makes the LWO cool and
Mm.
like just chucks Ray into a dumpster or something. Like you know,
Of course,
just
he'd
takes
make
that
it cool.
shit over.
Of course, he'll make it cool. He's got Carlito.
Exactly. Make LWO cool
That's
again.
cool. Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? Make LWO cool for the first time, please.
Ever.
It's always just felt like the L. You know, it's like it doesn't stand
Yeah.
for what it's supposed to, man.
They definitely put the L in LWO.
We deserve better, my
Mhm.
people. Mi gente, we deserve better than the LWO we have. Okay?
It could be worse. It could be the Mexicools.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But at least they had lawnmowers. You know, they rode that mower in there.
The Wandeers.
That's like exactly, dog. Exactly. Out there, SmackDown,
Vince.
big ol' A. And Raw being 3 hours, you still get a B. You know, it was good.
Yeah.
But I got, you know, hey, come on, guys. You
Mhm.
know, it's still great. I had a lot of fun. You know, usually they go by pretty smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to, before I forgot, Ivar, the other Viking, is out.
Yes.
So that's another guy. It's like a lot of if we still had NRB, there'd be a lot of boo-boos in the boo-boo room.
Unfortunate.
So
Including, I saw a headline here: Eddie Kingston, possible broken. What was it? Tibia. Yeah, tibia.
it's Eddie
Fractured.
Kingston. He's made out of like tires. He's fine. He'll recover. He's like
He's made out of
undestructible. I said undestructible.
right. He's made out of, he's got tires on the outside, but cigarette butts held together with duct tape on the inside.
Well, those cigarette butts are Marlboro. I don't know. I didn't know where to go with that. Actually, it'd
tough.
probably be Newport, if anything. So that's neither here nor there. Don't smoke; it's bad for you. So very important business to cover. Now, this is about next week.
Yes.
This is about what's going to happen. We're going to have a King and Queen of the Ring tournament. We're going to do our picks and predictions. Obviously, non-title. It's overseas. And we are also in honor. Now, look, this has been very difficult. It's been a journey because it turns out it's hard to put on a wrestling show. But because Double or Nothing is next weekend, we have finally news. We have an update. Money or Nothing. As mentioned in the comment section by the Basement Bookers comment section hero, the one with the most basement dollars. We don't know how much because it doesn't buy anything. It doesn't do anything. not real. I'm going to do this every time.
Mhm.
Manny, money or nothing. Next week. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of business for money and nothing. You can't fit that in here.
That's right.
Not enough.
All we can promise you one thing right now, right?
Nothing.
I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give the folks this little spoiler. There's a lot of money, but there is a whole lot more nothing coming your way. Money or nothing.
That's right, Rich Perez, and I can't think of a better way to do what we do here.
That's right. As always, patreon.com/basebookerspod has all the socials. Everything else is down below. Leave us your comments. Let us know what else you think. King, Queen of the Ring, double or
Who should
nothing.
win? Who should be the king? Who should be the queen?
Money or nothing, double or nothing. All of that. Comments below. And Jared's got a party message.
The match of life is special. I don't know why I said that. It's scheduled for one fall. So make it count.
Do what the man says.
Follow the Booker. Money. Mostly nothing.